Oh shit, quick video time. Let me get my camera set up. What's up, guys? Ryan here. I wanted to make a quick video. Obviously, just to say hi. Hope everybody's doing well. I think about you guys often, and I pray for you guys, and just as well as myself. You know what I'm saying? Life is good. I don't even know what my clean day. I'm sorry. It's been. I think I'm like a year and 2 weeks or something like that now. A little bit more. Still nicotine free. Still making strides, man. Just knocking down levels on levels on levels. You know. But staying humble in it all and recognizing that I still got a lot of work. But I saw a video of this guy named Shane J on here. He's a cool guy. I like watching his videos and stuff. And he was talking about one of his videos from a while ago. He was talking about like boredom in recovery and how that can bring anxiety to us, even if you're not an addict, really. I know most of us suffer from some sort of anxiety, whether it's generalized, acute, whatever you want to call it. It's that fear, that unsettling feeling of, I don't know, just not knowing what you need to be doing at that point. I myself get anxiety, especially when I'm idle. As I've said before, and as you guys can tell, I'm a high energy person. So when I'm not doing something, whether it be here at work or at the gym or with my daughter or whatever, or, doing my step work or talking to my sponsors, stuff like that, it can feel like, man, I'm not doing enough or I'm not doing something. But recognizing also that there needs to be a period of rest, there needs to be a resting period where you can kind of gather everything that you have and look at it and really say, okay, I've got this going on, or okay, I set up a goal for this. Let's evaluate it with yourself and see where you're at. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be that resting period where you can kind of get your head right. And I know it's hard, but my advice would be, obviously, if you guys, I used to go to a therapist or whatever for anxiety, and at that time it was really just to get the pills. It was really just to take advantage of it. But I also along the way was told some techniques that actually work for me now, such as breathing techniques, such as counting backwards, holding a breath, counting backwards from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, looking around, finding 3 things that you're grateful for. Stuff like that, man. I mean, we're fortunate enough to have the internet pretty much in our hands anymore, and you can get on there and you can find techniques that help cope with anxiety. Obviously, this is my whole experience. If you feel like you need help and you need to seek medical help, go for it. That's. I don't think anybody should be stigmatized or feel wrong for being in recovery but needing to seek medical help. It even says it in a lot of different books. I like the Living Clean book, and it speaks about that too. If you've really got severe mental health issues, you need to take the right approach and you need to seek medical help if that's what it comes down to. But you need to be honest, you need to be open-minded, and you need to be willing to fix these things and explain yourself. Communication is so key. And I know it can be frightening, especially having to explain yourself to a stranger, to a doctor, whatever. But yeah, man, going back to the whole boredom and stuff like that, my whole experience with recovery has really been about saturating and switching my whole point of view to being recovery based. Whether that means getting out of my comfort zone and talking to another addict, going to meetings, opening up my basic text. I am a part of a fellowship and stuff like that. And finding something, maybe finding something that you used to relate to back in addiction, but switching it, making a little turn on it. Obviously, we say, people, places, and things, so be careful of what things you're going back to, hobbies and such. We don't want anybody to be caught off guard, I guess you will. But, yeah, I don't know, man. My anxiety these days is getting better. And that's because I'm believing in myself now. I'm believing that I can do this, that I can live a clean life. For a long time, man, that was my anxiety right there. I was afraid that I could never be who I wanted to be because I always needed drugs to kind of cope and fill that void. But life's good, man. Life's good without drugs, and I'm realizing this more, and I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for the program that I'm in. I'm grateful for these YouTube videos. I may not be where I want to be, but I'm damn sure glad I'm not where I used to be. You know what I'm saying? I know that's said a lot. A good friend of mine, Shannon, she says that all the time, and I love it because it's so true, man. Like, staying humble in the process and trusting the process, you really start to realize these things, you know? And so, yeah, I don't know. I was watching, like I said, Shane J, check his channel out. He's a pretty cool guy. But he was talking about that boredom and anxiety and stuff like that in one of his videos. And, you know, I also think, let me just say this real quick. And I'm not trying to, what is this? I'm not trying to be, I don't know. I'm not trying to stir up any controversy there. I'm not trying to be controversial, but it is kind of true that that we as males, we kind of get looked on like, if we're not doing something, you know, then we're less than, or, you know, in a sense, if we're not, you know, working, or we're not, you know, making money, or we're not, you know, doing a task of some sort, and we're just sitting and having that resting period, it's almost like sometimes society, and I'm just speaking just in a general form, society can be like, well, you need to get up, you need to do something, you know, now, and a lot of that anxiety can come from that. But, you know, knowing what you're doing and communicating with the people around you what you're doing, because, you know, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. If we don't speak, if we don't ask for help, if we don't tell people what we're doing, then assumptions are going to come, and, you know, but going back to all this, it is okay to have a resting period. You know, even with me, man, I go to the gym, and there's days where I feel like, well, I need to go. I need to, you know, but then I listen to my body. I meditate on it, and I listen to my body, and I go, okay, well, this arm's a little sore. Or I look at what my day has planned for me. Okay, well, I got to be at work at this time, or I've got stuff to do with the daughter at this time, or I got to take the daughter to her mother's house, or, you know, and that whole thing plays into it. Or I got to go to my meetings. I'm doing my meetings. You know, all sorts of stuff. It's really about just being aware that, yeah, it's obviously good to do things and to be active in your recovery, but you can also be active in your recovery and rest at the same time, which I think is crucial. You know what I'm saying? Time to read your books, time to look at your goals and plans and see what your week or your day or your moment lies, you know, and going from there. Yeah, so that's all I have. I just wanted to make a quick video, show everybody that I'm doing good and I love you guys and I'm thinking about you guys. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So if you guys like this, I don't know. I'm not going to ask for your likes. I'm just going to say pass it on. Share this information with another friend who may be struggling, and you know, just keep doing the best that you can, and keep trying, keep helping somebody else, and passing this forward, man. It's a we thing, not a me thing. Everything that I know, all of this information that I know, is given me by the grace of God, and also by other people who had been there before and shown me these things. So with that, I leave you with a peace up, A-Town down. I love you guys, and be good. All right, bye.